All right. The question is, would I go for somebody who is still in the process or who is already made? I will say I will go for somebody who is still in the process, having the potential. And the reason is that I know it's not easy bringing up somebody, dealing with somebody who has got a potential. But I know that all of the things I need, all of the things I want, we can actually build it at that stage and then make it formidable. But dealing with somebody who has actually arrived or maybe is already made, there are things you cannot change. The person has already patterned his or her life. So dealing with such person will be very, very difficult. So I also think that it's based on your personality. It's based on what you know that can work for you. So I can go for somebody who is still in the process so we can grow and align properly.
Would I go for someone who is still in the process or someone who is already made? I'll say I'll go for someone who is still in the process. If that one comes first, but already made too, it go follow. But like yeah, with all seriousness, I will actually go for someone who is in the process because I am a strong believer of little beginnings here, and there's always hope. There's always a room for progression and growth. So I will go for someone who is in the process because if you go meet already made person, life for new because there are some things you might not be able to stand because you are there because of the money. Yeah, but I'll go for someone who is still in the process. Let's grow together. That's my take.
So the question is, will you rather go for somebody who is in the process or who is already made? So, so I like to start with this. So there is a Hausa adage that says, which simply means one man food is another man's poison. And so our journeys are actually personal. So for me, I am married, so I'll say I went for somebody who were still in the process to grow together. But I still at that, for anybody who actually, for those who have seen people who decide to say, okay, fine, they want to go for people who are already made and they have their reasons. And once they share, I felt, okay, it's valid based on their excuse per se. So for me, I'm already living it, and yes. So that's my thought. Thank you.
This is a very dicey question, but I already know the answer. I would go with someone who is still in the process because when you're with someone who is in the process, it is easier. You're building together, you're growing together through the rain, through the storm, in sunshine, in the rain, you guys are together. But putting up with somebody who is already made, someone who is already there, the person has arrived, there are some things that you might not be comfortable with, but you can't speak up because there's a way this person has already patterned his or her life, and it can get difficult along the way. So yes, I believe in the process. I believe in growing together. I believe in building together. There's that story that two of us, we made it. It's not just one party. When you see a lot of people who, go for already made, I'm not generalizing, but there are some people who don't have it all rosy because, when one of the parties stand up to talk, this person cannot talk, because you do not know how this money was made, or you don't know how most of what he or she had came about. So yes, I believe in growing together and building together. So I would go for someone who's still in the process.